we're going to get into just a little quick overview of how you approach the project Blended Blue. And then we're going to get into small stories that I remember and we're going to share and talk about. But we won't do that today, but just your overall process when it came to the music and how you approached Blended Blue. How you saw the beginning, how you saw the middle, and how you see the end.
That's a big question. Well, for me, I guess like when we did Blended Blue, it was more so our relationship that kind of got the music part going. Every time I see you, Lukman, I see color. I hear certain songs that you and I both like that tie us together. And also like when you walk and stuff, I hear the rhythms. Like I remember rhythms from back in the day you used to dance to. So I wanted to put those rhythms. I know it sounds crazy, but like there's certain rhythms that I always wanted to do and have you be a part of that rhythm, you know? And those colors that I see, I wanted to try to find those colors on the keyboard, you know, using the science of vibration techniques, like, you know, finding out what key was your key, what note was your note. So once that started, it was like, okay, I got the rhythm, I found what key I want to play it in. Then it was all about asking you a whole series of like questions, trying to get more information on how you felt about each piece that you wanted to do. So if you wanted to do, I don't know, like Blended Blue, the title track to the album, I wanted to ask you questions about what do you think about it? Like how did you achieve this concept? Like what was it about this thing that made you want to, you know what I mean? Go ahead and do it. So once you gave me that information, it was like, okay, now I got all these different ingredients. It was like a chef, you know, I had to put them in a pot and figure out a way that would, you know, sound good and taste good to you and me, you know. And at that point, it wasn't like a pop record where I was thinking about like, you know, I gotta make a song that's a certain time frame and certain elements that's like, you know, more pop kind of orientated. We just did what we wanted to do, basically, and you know, I put the ingredients together that you gave me and that I remembered of you and reminded myself of you or whatever. And I know the instrumentation, basically, we used a lot of like a broad range of instruments. We used a lot of acoustic instruments. We used the upright bass. On Film Noir, that sound is unmistakable. We use a lot of electric piano. The Fender Rose, my favorite sound, a sound that like you resonate to, you know. And then we used a lot of like futuristic techniques, a lot of synthesizers, you know, a lot of digital sounds mixed in with the analog sounds and the electric sounds. And we came up with like an album that is seamless to me. It doesn't have, you can't tell where a sample begins and ends. You can't tell where live playing begins and ends. And you can't tell where, you know, the digital begins and ends with the electric stuff. It all just kind of, you know what I mean? So from my perspective, that's kind of how we came up with the Blended Blue through and through, you know?